Hi, Clyde here. This video is about how to shoot your subject with a green screen and then how to remove the green screen background with Filmora 10. In order to have a good, clear, clean, in-focus subject, the two techniques need to be combined. I will go over the tools I use and how to set them up to shoot the subject in front of the green screen, and then I will show you how the Chroma Key works in Filmora 10. This tutorial is brought to you by Wondershare Filmora 10. Filmora 10 is made for beginners as well as intermediate users. Wondershare Filmora 10 creates inspired storytelling video without limitations. It is an easy-to-use video editor software to bring your imagination to life. You will find a link in the description to download Filmora 10 for a free test drive to see just how powerful this program is.
Here we are in my garage with my green screen set up with lighting. I have it set up in front of a bunch of storage mess, so it might be hard to imagine how it is set up in the equipment that I have. So first let me show you the equipment. Here's a screenshot of the screen and light kit I purchased from Amazon. As you can see, it consists of a screen holder with 3 screens, green, white, and black. It has 2 lights to illuminate the screen and 1 light to illuminate the subject. Each light has a switch for all 4 bulbs or only 2 bulbs on it. It comes with clips to hold it on to the brackets. So how do I have this set up? Here's a diagram of how I have things set up. The screen, of course, is in back, and it should be ironed and clipped to remove as many wrinkles as possible. The subject stands away from the screen so that she or he has no green light reflection or puts any shadows onto the green screen. And of course, the subject does not wear green. If you notice, there are 2 lights to illuminate the screen. Lighting it brightly is not important. What is important is even lighting. There is a center subject light and to light up the subject. The camera should be below that light. Just a side note here, you should use a lapel mic to get the best audio quality possible. Now, after you've seen this, I want to say something. It is possible to shoot green screen without buying all of this stuff. You could use a sheet that you have ironed and figure out how to hang without any wrinkles. Then try to emulate the lighting that I've shown you the best you can. Perhaps with natural light for the background and a lamp to light the subject. You just need to experiment. So let's shoot some video and open it up in Filmora to remove the background. We have shot our video. Now it is time to bring it into Filmora 10 and go through the Chroma Key process. I have 2 clips up here for demonstration purposes. You will have to chroma key each clip separately. I have removed the audio from both clips so you don't listen to everything we said. The first clip is of me videoing a tutorial. I was only interested in showing my face and upper body. I'm going to go ahead and pull down a sample color. So we'll have a background for each one of these. Now your background goes below your green screen clip. And let's do a blue for hers. Okay, the first step is to crop the top video. We're going to start from left to right. We have to do each one of them separately. We want to crop to where only the subject and the green screen show. I also want to allow movement for the subject. So highlight the video to be keyed, which is the top, and click on the crop button. The ratio needs to be changed to custom so we can create whatever size rectangle we want. Now you adjust by clicking on these middle handles, pulling them in, pulling it up, and let's pull this down. And click OK. Now, you want to allow for movement. I don't have much movement since I'm just talking. So you're going to pull your playhead all the way across. Make sure I don't lift my arm or anything outside of this box. It's got to stay inside that rectangle. Now it's time for the Chroma Key process, sometimes known as green screening. Make sure the top video clip is checked. Very important. We want to click here on the Chroma Key. Now what they've done is keyed it to this color, but it's always better to click on the eyedropper bring your plus sign close to your subject and click again for a nice transparent background. As you can see, this turned out pretty well. The edges are crisp, everything's in focus. So that's all we really need to do on that clip. But they're not all that easy. So click OK. Now, I also want to show you, you can resize this and move it around wherever you want on your background. Okay? So we've done the first clip. Okay, now it's time to do the second clip. This is my wife. We're doing a presentation of her for her job. They asked for this much of her body to show. So highlight the clip, go to crop, change the ratio to custom. Same here, we're going to pull in these little handles, and the left one, and the top one. Okay. Here again, let's pull this playhead back and forth. Make sure she didn't move her arms out of the rectangle, and of course she didn't. Okay, clip is still highlighted. We go to the green screen button. As you see, Filmora 10 tried to chroma key it according to this color, but we want to do the eyedropper and clip it close to her body. There we go. And let's see. Now look, we've got a little dark color here. Let's look at it full screen. See this dark color? She looks good, but except for this right here. So we need to make some adjustments. And that's why I wanted to show you this, because it wasn't a perfect shoot. To make adjustments, we have 4 sliders here. The offset and tolerance have to do with the background. The edge thickness and edge feather have to do with the subject herself. So let's attack this little problem here is with the tolerance button. I'm going to take this slider and move it to the left just a little bit. See, this darkness disappeared. Now the way you double check this is you click on alpha channel and you want total black and total white here. If we put this back to where it was, you can see the whiteness there. So we just adjust this just right there, tweak it, click off. Let's look at it full size. Everything looks pretty good on her. So while we're here, let's talk about edge thickness and edge feather. Now we've been lucky on both of these. The edges look really good. But what the edge thickness does is actually, and I'm going to do it dramatically. Do you see how it just cut into there and changed the edges? This was set on 2, so I'm just going to put 2. Okay, so we're back to where we were. Edge feather is to soften the edges after you mess with the thickness. But just looking at it, I think we've got a good key here. Once again, you can resize the subject, move her around. Let's leave this full size. Whenever Terry did use this for her presentation, she had text over here. And I'm going to show you an example. I have a custom sample. There. Let's move it right there. Okay, see how we did this? So we got her on one side and the text on the other. Okay. And let me show you something else. You can put any kind of background behind your subject. Just make sure it makes sense. I've got a sample here we'll pull in. This is a video, a wedding. There's Terry talking about the wedding, huh? It was just a short background clip. But you know, your model or your subject has to make sense to the scene. It has to be in the right perspective. You know, this would look kind of silly. And the coloring has to be pretty close. So this is the basic process of chroma keying green screen footage. You can put any background behind the subject. Experiment and play with different backgrounds. And there you have it, how to green screen in Filmora.
Listen, here is the video I was telling you about. This video shows you how to get free subscribe and like buttons from YouTube and how to put them into your video using Filmora 10. Check it out.